One of the biggest misconceptions I'm hearing right now is that homes either sell instantly with multiple offers or the market has completely cooled off. The reality is somewhere in the middle. Here in St. Charles County, some homes are still attracting buyers and receiving multiple offers, while others are sitting for weeks. So what's the difference? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why some houses are generating strong competition and what buyers and sellers need to know in today's market. Now, have you heard someone say, nothing is selling anymore? Or maybe you've heard the opposite. Every house is still getting multiple offers. The truth is, neither statement is completely accurate. And if you're buying in St. Charles County right now, the market is much more nuanced than it was just a few years ago. Some homes are still getting multiple offers within days of hitting the market. Others are sitting for weeks and going through price reductions. So what is the difference? I'm Delia Worley, a local realtor here in the St. Louis metro area. And in today's video, we're going to talk about what's really happening in the St. Charles County market, why some homes are creating competition among buyers, and what both buyers and sellers need to know before making a move. Let's jump in. One of the most common questions I get from homeowners are, Delia, are houses still getting multiple offers? And the answer is yes, but not all of them. Just a few years ago, at the height of the pandemic, it seemed like most listings were getting multiple offers. Homes could hit the market on Thursday and be under contract by Sunday. Buyers were waiving contingencies, offers coming in way above asking price, and sellers had tremendous leverage. Today's market is a little different. Interest rates are higher, buyers have become more cautious. Monthly payments are significantly higher than they were just a few years ago. Because of that, buyers are taking more time to evaluate their options. They're comparing homes more carefully, and they're much less likely to overpay simply because inventory is tight. It doesn't mean demand has disappeared. It simply means buyers are being more selective. Now let's talk about the homes that are attracting strong buyer competition. In most cases, these homes have three things going for them. Number one, they're priced correctly. Pricing is more important now than it has been in years. Many sellers still remember what their neighbor's house sold for at the peak of the market. Problem is, buyers today are looking at current market conditions and not what happened 1 or 2 years ago. And when a home enters the market at a realistic price, buyers notice. That creates urgency, and urgency creates competition. But when a home is priced more aggressively, buyers often wait. They assume the seller will eventually reduce the price, and that waiting can cause a listing to lose momentum. And number two, the house shows well. Buyers are busy. Many buyers today don't have the time, money, or desire to take on major projects after closing. Therefore, move-in ready homes continue to attract the most buyers. That doesn't mean every house needs a complete renovation, but homes that are clean, well-maintained, and present well online generally do better. And remember, buyers are most likely seeing your listing online before they ever walk through the door. First impressions matter. Professional photography matters. Presentation matters. And those details can influence whether a buyer even schedules a tour. Number three, the location is highly desirable. Certain neighborhoods consistently attract higher buyer demand. Communities with strong schools, convenient access to highways, parks, shopping, and newer amenities often continue to see significant interest. When a well-priced home becomes available in one of these communities, competition can happen quickly. And in many cases, buyers have been waiting specifically for an opportunity in that neighborhood. Why some houses are sitting longer. Now let's talk about the opposite side of the market, because not every listing is moving quickly. And the biggest reason we see homes sitting comes down to one thing: it is overpriced. Many sellers believe they can test the market. The challenge is buyers are educated. They can see comparable homes. They can compare features, square footage, condition, and location within minutes. And if a property doesn't align with market expectations, buyers quickly move on. Another issue is condition. If a home is in need of significant updates or major repairs, buyers typically expect a price to reflect that. When sellers price a home as though it's fully updated when it isn't, buyers notice. And in today's market, they often pass. There's also more inventory available in certain areas now than there was just a few years ago, and that gives buyers choices. More choices mean more competition among sellers. And if you're thinking about selling, this is where strategy becomes incredibly important. The good news is buyers are still active, homes are still selling, and many sellers are still achieving excellent results. But the approach matters. Instead of asking, what's the highest number I can list for? A better question is, what's the best pricing strategy to attract the most serious buyers? The strongest results often come from creating demand early. And that starts with proper pricing, strong marketing, professional photography, and getting the home prepared before it goes on market. The first few days on the market are the most important. That's when buyers' interest is the highest. That's when new listings receive the most attention. And that's the time when sellers have the greatest opportunity to create competition. For buyers, today's market offers opportunities that weren't present a few years ago. And yes, you may still encounter multiple offer situations on highly desirable homes, but you're also seeing more listings that have been sitting longer. You're seeing more price adjustments. You're seeing more opportunities for negotiation. It doesn't mean you should wait on the sideline forever waiting for prices to collapse. That means buyers should be informed, prepared, and ready to take action when the right home comes available for them. The market is no longer moving at the same pace as the frenzy years, and that gives buyers a little bit of breathing room. But what I'm seeing in St. Charles County, one of the reasons I encourage people to focus on local data is because national headlines don't tell the true story of what's happening here locally. The housing market is not one giant market. It consists of thousands of local markets. Now, what's happening in one state has completely nothing to do with what's going on in another state. And even within the same county, each neighborhood can act differently compared to others. One subdivision could have homes selling in a matter of days. Another may see listings sit a little longer. And that's why understanding your specific neighborhood or area is way more valuable than paying attention to national headlines. Real estate is local, and local trends matter. So are St. Charles County homes still getting multiple offers? The answer is yes, but only the homes that are checking all the right boxes. The market today rewards proper pricing, strong presentation, and realistic expectations. For sellers, that means your strategy matters more than ever. And for buyers, that means opportunities still exist even when competition is strong on certain listings. The market isn't as frantic as it once was, but it's also far from frozen. It's simply more balanced. And honestly, that's healthier for everyone involved. Now, if you're curious about what's happening in your neighborhood or even thinking about buying or selling in St. Charles County, I'd be happy to help you understand the local market and what do these trends mean for your specific situation. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Have you noticed homes selling quickly in your area, or are you seeing more homes sit on the market? I would love to hear what you're seeing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.